Alright. Stop me if you've heard this one. A Viking, a samurai, and a knight walk into a bar. The samurai turns to the Viking, then she feints left, blocks right, strong attack, and beheads him. Oh, did you think that was going to be a joke? It wasn't, sorry. What it was instead is basically the setup for Ubisoft's For Honor, a third-person combat action game just released on Valentine's Day of all days. For Honor pits Vikings, samurai, and knights against each other for mastery of the most geographically confusing, ostensibly historical landscape ever brought to digital life. This past weekend, just before release, the game had an open beta. I was able to get in there and test out the multiplayer, and now I've got some thoughts. These were my first impressions of For Honor. I want to say that the game is really polished. The combat felt weighty and natural, and the intricacies of the control scheme, while maybe tailored a little more toward consoles, were evidently very well thought through and meshed in a satisfying way. My general sense is that there is a lot there as far as combat mechanic depth, and the actual gameplay will be very smooth and enjoyable as you really dig in. That is, of course, incredibly frustrating to me, because yes, I'm just really terrible at this kind of thing. I mean, are you seeing this? Are you watching right now? Yeah, there's your laugh for the day. I didn't kill a single enemy hero type unassisted in the multiple hours I played. Highly detailed and finicky combat mechanics frustrate me more than just about anything else outside of QuickTime events, mostly because I'm too impatient to actually be any good. But my personal limitations are hardly For Honor's fault, so just take a moment to watch the gameplay and make up your own mind whether you'd enjoy this. Yeah, except maybe imagine you're the other guy, that might help. So anyway, I didn't much enjoy the game, and I probably won't buy it. If you prefer a more casual gaming experience, I wouldn't recommend it. I prefer gameplay that makes me feel like a hero, and For Honor does not do that. It is punishing of idiocy and error, and I'm really rather prone to both. But if you really like a game to challenge you, or if you're just a lot better at this sort of thing than me, which, you know, a somewhat incredibly low bar that one, then there is a lot to like here. I thought the visual aesthetic was very well executed, the graphics are quality, and the world they built actually is better than, hey, what if we were to put knights, vikings, and samurai into a room and let them fight? The game is well made, and the setup for the single-player campaign is interesting. And when you're fighting the faceless hordes of enemy soldiers, you can feel a little bit like a deity. They don't have hit points, at least not against your attacks, and you can seriously kill them with an elbow to the face. Wading into a mass of those folks does feel pretty darn good. The game modes are also pretty interesting. When you start up the game for the first time, you'll be asked to join one of 3 factions. Then every game you play in multiplayer, whether it's against humans, against computer AIs, or a one-on-one duel that I was too chicken to try out, your personal results will affect the global conflict between the factions. That doesn't limit you to only playing as that faction, however. You'll still be able to play as any of the available factions or classes, but your victories will enable you to apply resources to the larger global fight and affect the outcomes of larger battles, and to my eye that makes the multiplayer very immersive. I mean, I feel some pride that the Knights wound up winning the open beta period, even though it's not like I actually contributed in any meaningful way. So if you enjoy fine combat control and a solid challenge, this is a good game. If you prefer cartoony graphics and a low difficulty level, maybe keep moving. I won't be buying it, but if you've liked what you've seen here, hey, more power to you. The game isn't for everyone, but it might be for you. Oh, sorry, you were probably expecting a For Honor pun there at the end, or something like that. Yeah, that would have been clever, totally a missed opportunity on my part. But hey, you don't need to make the same mistakes as me. Mash that subscribe button so you won't miss the opportunity to watch any future videos from Calling All Platforms Gaming, and let us know what you think of For Honor in the comments.